What do they call you?
My family?
By chance, do you have an alias, a moniker, a nickname by chance?
Yeah, my aunt calls me Kiki.
What are you incarcerated for, sir, and how long is your sentence?
I got 15 years to life.
May I ask what you're incarcerated for, sir?
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
For murdering my wife.
Where are you from out here on the streets?
I was currently living in Montebello, California.
Do you or did you at any time point in your life belong to any type of gangs, groups, organizations, sir?
No, never. My grandma raised me, since I was a baby. My real birth mother, she abandoned me in Mexico, and she left me there. And I was like about 3 weeks old. My grandmother come and got me and brought me back to California. So my two grandmas raised me till my adulthood, and I did good. I was going to school, getting good grades, and I'm staying out of trouble. Never joined any gangs. And I started working at an early age when I was 18 years old. Started painting with my Uncle Mondo. And then I got my first real job in '92 when I was 21 doing security. And I was doing that for off and on for a while. And then I got me a job at the school district as a custodian. And then after that, I got me a second job doing security again. So I was working, 2 full-time jobs for a very long time. And I met my wife Erica in '98 when I was 27. I was taking my cousin Marky to Whittier, California, and then I seen Erica and my little sister walking down the street, and I stopped and I asked her for her number, and we just started talking. And everything was going good, and we went out that day and that week, and that's how she became my wife. Everything was going really good, and in the beginning, and after we had our first child, my son Daniel, in 2000, started kind of arguing and fighting, and nothing seriously, until 2011, when she stabbed me, and I called my cousin up, and she called the police, and Erica got arrested for stabbing me in 2011, and she had to stay away from me for around 3 years, and we separated for 16 months. She came back to my job.
Why did she do that?
Job, what do you mean?
Why did she stab you?
Because I had 2 jobs, and then I came home kind of late. And she said, "What are you doing out there?" I said, "I told you I'm working my other job. I'm coming at this time. I'm working 2 16-hour jobs." So she got mad because I couldn't take the kids to school because the other car broke down. That was the van I had. So she got mad about that, and she got me. I was gonna get some food to eat that morning, the day when I came back, and then she threw my food away in the trash can. So I got mad, and she started pushing me and calling me all these names and hitting me and socking me, and she just stabbed me in the back on my shoulder and on my arm. So I took the knife away from her, and I went to go clean myself up, and I called my cousin up, and she called the police. And they came to investigate, and they took her and they arrested her. And then that's what happened on that day in 2011. She had like a lot of anger issues. Always getting mad and cussing at me. Talking about my family, talking about my grandma that passed away. And always burning my clothes and locking me out of my house. Scratching my cars up. I had to paint over again. Paid a lot of money for that. It was just a terrible relationship. Terrible. But I regret what I done. I regret it big time. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what happened that day. December 5th, 2014. Me and my wife were having an argument, in the kitchen right there in Montebello, in our apartment where we used to live. And she was telling me, I've been cheating on you, and I'm with this guy, And I said, And I said, why are you doing that to me? You know, like, that's so messed up, you know. And we got back together. I told her, this is what I get, you know, this is the things that I get. So we had a big argument. And I was gonna get her cell phone to call up that guy, you know, to tell her that she's married or this is my wife. You're messing around with a married woman, you know. So she grabbed the phone right away because she didn't want me to call that guy up, you know. And then she got really pissed off, and she started throwing me some food cans from the kitchen and started hitting me with the broom. And then I took the broom away from her, you know. And she went to go grab the knife. So I just panicked, you know, and wasn't thinking straight, you know, and like I was just kind of scared, you know, because I didn't want to get stabbed again, and like I lost control of myself, and I choked her, you know. I choked her, I regret it, you know. I choked her, she died, you know. And I was scared to call the police, you know. I didn't want to go to jail, you know, so I took off on the run with my kids. And that's what happened today, you know. I was scared. I didn't want to call the police, man, until I hit her body in the trunk of the car, and took off with my kids, you know, because I didn't want to go to jail, you know. I know that was a wrong thing to do. I should have called the police right there, but I was just scared, you know, because this never happened to me before, you know. And this happened, I was like kind of shocked what I'd done, you know, because this was never into me doing this to somebody, you know. And, but I take full responsibility for this, you know.
Were your kids aware that this took place? I'm sorry to interrupt you. Were your kids aware that this had taken place?
No, in the morning they weren't there. They were at school when this happened. So in the morning time when all this happened, they did not know all this happened. You know, they didn't know until later on. They found out. You know, to Erica's family, call the police because it was they reported us as a missing. So the police found her body. So they knew that I did that to her. So that's when all this came on the news, and they were looking for the kids. And when they found the kids, you know, when they got me arrested, her family told the kids what happened, you know.
So basically, you were with the kids, and you almost had to act like nothing was wrong. And deep down inside your heart, you knew that perhaps that was one of the very last times that you were going to be around your kids.
Yeah, and I had them on the run. Because I know eventually they're going to find me because I had a brand new car, you know, and it had low jack on it. So they're going to trace it through a low jack. Anybody can know that, you know. And I was just like taking my kids like to the beach for the last time to go eat because I was never going to see them again. So I was trying to enjoy those couple of 4 days of when I was on the run with my kids, you know. Because I couldn't tell my kids what happened to their mother, you know. That would have broke their heart, you know. And that's the last time I ever see my kids, you know, when they were small now, you know.
Man, what was that like, bro? What was going on through your mind? That this literally sounds like a movie, but this is your real life. What was going through your mind, man? Were you broken? Could you even enjoy those last few days, or did you actually enjoy them?
No, to be honest with you, man, when I was on the run with my kids, I was scared, man. I was confused. I didn't want them to find me because I would never see my kid again. You know, like I was scared, man, because I probably would never see my kid again. And I was worried about that. You know, like I didn't want to let them go. You know, I was just trying to enjoy the last days I could with them because I knew eventually I was going to get caught. So when they caught me, I felt so sad because I knew I wasn't going to see my kids for a very long time, you know.
How did they catch you?
They road jacked to my vehicle. The Montebello police said when they caught me, I was like in San Diego County. So what I heard is that the Montebello police, where I was from, they had me on road jack, so they called the other police department because I was out of the jurisdiction, and they caught me through road jack, you know. Then I was driving my vehicle, and the police pulled me over, and I just took off and I was on the freeway, and they were chasing me through the freeway with the helicopter and all these police behind me, and I just said, I got to stop for my kids, man, because I don't want my kids to get injured or killed. So I stopped in the middle of the freeway, and I gave up, The kids left to the police, and I got off my car, I was going to jump off the bridge right there, because there was a bridge right there on the freeway, the overpass, and I was going to jump off the bridge and commit suicide. But somehow I didn't fall off the bridge, and the cops tackled me all down to the ground, They arrested me.
It's crazy that you say that, because when I looked you up, there's actually a picture of this exact moment that you're talking about right now. There's a picture of you on the bridge about to jump, and from what it states right there is that they shot you with
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I think they shot you with a rubber bullet or with a sandbag or something like that.
They shot me with a.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
They shot me with a rubber bullet. Let me call you right back because the phone's gonna hang up.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. As I was saying, man, there's actually a picture of that exact moment, man. So now you're in custody. Now the adrenaline starts to wear down. You're starting to regain your bearings, and you're starting to, starting to regain your composure. What is going on through your head, and who was the first person that you call?
When I first got arrested, when all this was, when I was in the county jail, when they arrested me, I wrote all that. My brother came to me right away, My brother Charlie, he's been my rock, He's been here through me. My brother Charlie, he lives in Baldwin Park, California, And he's been here through all this hard time, He came to visit me in the county jail. And he told me, brother, I'm going to help you get a lawyer and fight this, And he was the first one that came to me, to help me out, support me, And then my Aunt Sandra came to visit me, I didn't have anybody in my mind at that time, I was still in shock and scared and what's going to happen to me and all that. But my brother came to my help right away, gave me the support that I needed, And he's still here for me today, He's still here for me today, But when I first got arrested, I still couldn't believe I done what I done, I couldn't believe it, I still was in shock, I was shocked, I couldn't believe what I done, And then I was just wondering, why does all have to happen, I just couldn't believe what I done,
Do you feel
what I done,
Do you feel that this woman did in fact deserve this?
That's a hard question to ask. That's really hard to answer that question, man. Because we had a history of domestic violence, A history of domestic violence, And all I tried to do was just try to be a good man to her and give her a good life, like the best I could, but it wasn't good enough for her, She always wanted more and more and more from me, I only could do so much with these two jobs, I wasn't making $100 an hour, I was barely making enough money to pay our bills, our rent, our car note, my car note, insurance, our kids' clothes, I was making it just for that, but everything still wasn't good enough for her, She had to have more and more and more, and never wanted to help me out with nothing,
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
She just has so much hate in her, so much anger in her, I don't know what was wrong with her. I don't know about her childhood, what was going on in her childhood. I don't know if she was happy, But she had a lot of anger and issues in her side of her, she would take them out on me all the time, Let me give you an example, when my son Jaden was born in 2005, I went to go pick her up in the hospital, and she got kind of mad, because I was kind of late picking her up in the morning time. My son was born. So right when we got in the car, she started socking me, like all over my body and all that stuff, like stuff like that she would do to me, And that's what kind of person she was. She likes to burn my clothes all the time, kick me, lock me out of my house, She did a lot of things to me, that were uncalled for, She didn't appreciate the things I'd done for her, No other guy ever did things like I did for her, buy her a new car every 3 years, give her a good place to live, give her money, do her hair, her nails, All the guys she used to be with, they used to use her all the time, And I wasn't trying to be like that with her, because I really cared about her, I wasn't the best husband, but I tried to be the best person I could with her, I tried my best, She was just very hateful, Let me give you another example. One time she went to get pizza for her kids, right? And she got mad because she forgot something over at the restaurant or something like that. And then she kicked my son Jaden in the head, because she said, "Oh, it's your fault because you got me all." She was telling him, "Oh, you got me all forgetful about this." She was just telling my son something. He was very small at the time, And I said, "Don't do that, Erica. Don't kick him, like that, like." She just had a lot of anger issues on her, She would take them all on the kids and me, sometimes, And me and my son Jordan told the police when I got arrested, when they interviewed the kids, he said, "Oh, my son Jordan," he said to the detectives, because the detectives told me, "Your son Jordan said that you used to always cook and clean the house in America. You used to always be on the phone and on the internet talking to all these other guys and all that stuff." I said, "That's true, because my son used to see all that stuff. I don't let him make it up." My son Jordan told the police that, and then that's how the police detective told me that too. And I said, that is true, She's a cheat on me all the time, Even my son Jordan told that to the police, That's what kind of person she was, She's just always just hateful all the time, I didn't want to do what I'd done, I did not want to do what I'd done. I regret this for the rest of my life, like I told you. I'm remorseful for what I'd done. But I got to the point in my life, that I just snapped out one day, like anybody could snap one day. Anybody could do what I'd done. Anybody could. There's 1,000 cases like mine where the husband killed the wife or the wife killed the husband. Anybody could turn to this, At their low point at one time in their life, anybody could do what I'd done, Anybody could, Anybody can make a bad choice, We're only human, And I truly wish right now, if I had one wish from God, I wish I could go back to December 5th, 2014, and change the outcome. Just walked away from the situation and divorced her for the last time, and I wouldn't be in this situation right now. I could have probably found me somebody for me and lived my life right now, so I wouldn't be in this mess where I'm at right now. And that's a God honest truth. I wish I had that one wish for God. But I cannot have that, I just got to move forward and just try to be the best person I could right now, Even though I hate it in here every day, I hate it in here every day, I hate it. But I got to pay for what I done, I got to pay for what I done, because I took a human life, And that wasn't right. That was not right on my part. I should have just left the situation and left her forever, I should not done what I done. Because nobody has a right to take another life, nobody, no matter what. But my emotions were running real high at that time, and I just snapped, That's no excuse for what I done. I take total responsibility for what happened. I should have never done what I done. Never,
Daniel, are you in contact with your kids in any type of way since this incident?
Yeah, actually, yeah, my kids, my son Alex, that's 15 years old, somehow he found me on the GTL tablet, so he's my contact. And he's always telling me, "Dad, I love you and I miss you." But actually, he texted me last night about 1:43 in the a.m. and he put DTA, that stands for Dad. Tristan and Alex could have 5 boys. So I said, "Thank you, son. I love you." And then my son Jaden, he's 19 years old. He's on my GTL tablet. And my son Tristan, he's on my GTL tablet. And my son Daniel, that's 24 years old, and my son Jordan, that's 21. They did not contact me at all. I believe they don't want nothing to do with me anymore, so they don't contact me at all.
How do you feel about that?
I totally understand. I totally understand because that was their mother. They gave their life, so I can understand. If they don't talk to me no more, I would feel hurt, but I will understand. Like I don't have nothing bad to say that why they don't talk to me because I did something very terrible to their mother. So I understand why they don't want to talk to me, and I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with that. I miss them, but I'm okay with that.
So you haven't physically seen them since that day?
I video chat my son Jaden, Alex, and Tristan on the video chat on the DTL tablet, and I see them on the video chat, and that's about it. I don't talk about seeing them in person.
Wow. What was that like for a lifer such as yourself to be able to have that luxury of seeing your kids through a video screen?
It was amazing, man. It was amazing, and I'm shocked. They all got older now. They're a lot more older, and it was just amazing. I was just so happy. I thank God. I was just so happy to see them. I was really happy. I had to see them. I haven't seen them for over 10 years already. About 10 years. And they were small and all that. And they all look totally different now. Totally different. I was really happy to see them.
I must ask, Daniel, you stated a little earlier that anybody is capable of doing this. Anybody can snap. Anybody can commit such a crime. I must ask, what's to stop you from committing another crime again like this? If you were to really start here into society, what's to stop you from doing this again?
But since I've been in prison, I've been taking anger management classes, domestic violence classes, and they've shown me how to control my anger, in a positive way, And that's really helping me, to change my ways, my anger, because anger management showed me a lot of things, how to control my anger, like before a situation could happen like that, it's always best to leave the situation before it gets worse, And the best thing to do is always reach out to get help. If you're having a bad day, call your family, call a friend, and they can help you, feel more better, Stuff like that to make you positive, think positive, and always try to be positive so you won't get angry at that anymore. To change me, that's how I'm doing my best, It's just always just try to be positive person, not to have anger, issues in my body anymore, in my heart anymore, because look where it led me to. It led me to murdering a human being. I don't want to ever do that to anyone and ever again, because not only I hurt my wife, I hurt my kids. So I hurt their wife's family,
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
The community, everyone that knew her, I hurt their hearts too, what I done, and I don't want to ever do that to anybody else again, to another human being or anyone's loved ones, because I can never bring them back, and they can't live with that for the rest of their lives, And I feel sorry, I feel bad for them because of what I done, I wish I could change this, but I can't,
How often do you think about
my
this?
wife's family. I think about this every day in my life, Every day in my life, I think about what I've done, And I gotta live with this for the rest of my life, I have nightmares and I have dreams about my wife,
What are those dreams like?
My dreams are, you know what my dream is? It's a terrible dream, man. Every time I dream about my wife, man, I'm always looking for her and I can't find her, In my dreams, she's with somebody else, like I'm always trying to find her, but I can't find her, and then I have to wake up for this every damn day, What kind of dream is that,
Are you aware that she's in fact dead
You have
in your
60
dreams?
seconds remaining.
Are you aware that she's dead in your dreams?
Yes, because when I dreamed about her, she was in the coffin, and I was right there looking at her, you know.
Has she ever talked to you in your dreams? Like, did she ever tell you anything?
We had some dreams where I talked, and we're happy. We're fighting. I can't remember actually what she said, but we're not fighting that day, and we're having a good dream and all that, you know. Then I woke up and I said, "Damn, that was a nice dream," you know. You know, but I hardly get those dreams anymore, you know.
How long ago was that dream?
About at least 3 months ago.
Can you call back?
3 months ago. Yeah, I'll call you back right now.
Has she ever told you anything in your dream that has, like, really taken you back, you know, maybe even freaked you out?
Can I tell you a true story about what happened with this?
Yes, please.
Okay, about 2 or 3 years ago, I used to live in A section. Because right now I live in B section where in the building where I'm at. And I used to live in pod 21. And my bunkie Tex, he passed away already about a year ago. He told me he told the other pod members that they should see my wife there all the time visiting me. And he was scared, you know. He was scared, but he knew it wasn't for him. He told him a lot of times that she would come and visit me every night and just look at me for a very long time. Every night she was coming, he was telling them, because he didn't want to tell me. My pod mates told me that he was telling them there, and I had to tell him, "Can you tell me what's really going on? How come you're not telling me this?" And he told me the truth. It's just she would come and visit me all the time and look at my kids' pictures that I had on the wall. And I said, "Whoa, you know, I actually believe in because I work in the kitchen, in the dining hall. And about a year and a half ago, I wasn't feeling good. You know, I had my head down on the table resting before I started working. And nobody was around me. Nobody was around me. Somebody tapped me on my back shoulders 2 times. I picked up my head and there was nobody around me. I looked and looked, nobody around me. Then about a year later, again, I was on the other side of the dining hall. Somebody tapped me and nobody was around me. And I believe in my heart that was Erica, you know, reaching out to me, you know. I don't know if she's resting. I don't know if her spirit is wandering around still, you know. But I believe that was her, you know, tapping me on the back of my shoulders. I really truly believe that, you know. I believe that with all my heart, you know.
What is your family's perspective on the situation? Your brothers, your sisters, your mom, your parents, your brothers. I know you said your brother has been there for you since day one. You know, what is their perspective though? Were they angry with you at first? Were they in shock? Did some people actually stop communicating with you? What was that like, sir?
Well, my brother, he couldn't believe what happened, you know. He was shocked to see me on the news and find out what I'd done to Erica, but he told me, you know, I know it's not all your fault, Daniel. Because he knew how Erica was, you know. Erica didn't like my family. She didn't want my kids, our kids, to go see my family, you know. Just her family all the time, never my family. And they knew that Erica was, you know, domestic violence on me about, you know, my brother knew, my aunt knew, you know, so they knew that everything that happened was my fault, you know. But they were shocked what happened, you know. They knew that everything was my fault that took place, you know. And what they believed, you know, but that's what their feelings about the thing, you know. So they told me that, you know, it wasn't all your fault, Dan, you know. You know, they all knew how Erica was, because she fought with my family, and they knew what kind of person she was. But there's no excuse for what I did.
Did you have to listen to any type of victim impact statements? Like, did you have to see her family in the courtroom? And what was that like?
Actually, her family went over there. They had two victim impact statements, and like her sister Renee, her older sister, and her younger sister Clarissa, they both went over there and they wrote their statements. And I felt terrible inside. I felt so terrible inside. I didn't say nothing to them, but I felt terrible. I felt all broken down. Because they read some long victim impact statements, and they made me feel really terrible inside. All I know is that they were saying all good stuff about Erica, and that Renee was saying that I was always a bad person, that me, I was always doing bad to Erica and all that, but they never said anything about what Erica done to me. I guess because that's her sister. They just put the blame on me, like everything was on me, everything was my fault, that she was cheating on me, she stabbed me, and that I was never the victim, that she was the victim, that she was trying to say about her sister, but they never said about the stuff all the good stuff that I done for Erica, that they never want to see all the bad things that Erica done to me, but like I said, there's always two sides to a story, but they wouldn't want to always say about the other person, that he was always a bad one, but never the other one that did the stabbing, But, I respect what they said, but, I felt terrible because I took their sister's life, and I'm remorseful for what I done. I'm very remorseful for what I done,
How much time did you receive, sir? How much time did you end up getting?
Okay, well, they charged me with 2 crimes. Second-degree murder. What the hell? They charged me on child endangerment because when I took off on the run with the kids, I guess that when the police were chasing me, they caught me for child endangerment. They gave me 15 years to life for the first sentence. In the second sentence, I got 7 years, but they took off that 7 years because my clean time, I got all clean time here, so now I'm down to 5 years, which I could get out of prison in the next 5 years. So actually, I haven't spent that much time in here because I've been doing such a good job and I'm not an inmate that my time's going really fast for me. And I'm programming in here, I'm doing classes.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I work in here and I stay out of trouble. I'm doing pretty good right now in my life,
I'm very happy to hear that. I'm very happy to hear that you're taking all the right initiatives to be on the right path and taking these classes and doing good, opposed to committing acts of violence or wanting to prove yourself to prison organizations, because that really needs to nowhere. That really needs to nowhere. But my question is, you've been incarcerated, for a while now. Do you feel that you deserve to be released out of prison? And what do you say to those people who say, hey, you know what? He hasn't served anywhere near enough amount of time to be released. What would you say to those people?
Well, first of all, I would love to come out of prison right now, have a second chance in my life and start all over again and be the best man that I could, to my kids, to my family and to myself, And people think that they have not done enough time, I could just say to them that I'm sorry for what I've done to their family, and I wish I could take it back, but Anybody can make a bad choice like me, and anybody and everybody should have a deserve to have a second chance in life. Everybody should have a second chance, especially if this is your first offense that you ever did in your life, and you deserve to have a second chance if you're doing good in here. You're not threat to society anymore. You deserve a second chance in your life. I'm not a repeat offender where you come in prison in and out, in and out. People like that, don't deserve that.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
But a person that's never been in prison before, and they're doing good in here, they deserve a second chance to go out there and prisons to the community and society. That that we all make bad choices sometimes, and everyone deserves a second chance in their life, Anybody does, And I want that second chance, to be the best person I could be in my life, That's all I have to say about that, First of all, I'm going to give me a job right away. Give me a job, full-time job. Buy a new car, because I always have brand new cars, I used to be spoiled out there, I used to always buy me a new car every 3 years, And first give me a job, give me a new car, see some of my kids, and see my brother, my family, my other family members, and just work and do good, I've never had the same job like I had before because my record now, but I just want to get a job and work, and do the best that I could, and find me somebody in my life again, find me a good woman that could love me and I could love her, just be the best man I could be, to society and to my kids, That's all I could do, that's my dream, That is my dream, There's any time being in here, it's like you're caged up in a cage all the time, like you're trapped in here, like you can't breathe, like it's terrible, Like it's like you're in a coffin, right? But you're alive. That's how I feel in here. Like I'm in a coffin, and they're burying me in the ground, but I'm still alive, That's how I feel like being in prison, I'm in a coffin trapped in there. And I can't open the coffin, to get out, That's how I feel being in prison. It's terrible feeling like that,
I don't mean to offend you when I say this, but what really trips me out on a different perspective is, you viciously killed her. You violently killed her. She doesn't get a second chance, but you that took her life, you will get a second chance. And it's like that for many other people, even for drunk drivers who killed 3 or 4, 5, 6 people in a drunk driving accident. It's crazy. It's just a crazy world we live in. And I don't mean no disrespect or no offense by that, but just the circumstances behind it, if you understand me.
Yeah, that's crazy you told me that because my aunt told me that the other day when I called her. She said, you know what, Daniel? No matter how down you feel, you got to check and you have a second chance of getting out and getting a job, getting your life together. But Erica, she don't have a second chance. She's not going to come back anymore. And when she told me that hit me so hard. And I said, you are right, Sandra. You are right. She's not coming back to. She can never see her kids anymore. She can never hold her kids and tell them that she loves her kids, but I could do that. And when my aunt told me that, like it really tripped me out, now we're like...
You have 60 seconds remaining.
I was thinking about that all night, And that really tripped me out because my aunt told me the same thing you just told me, I could just say that if anybody was in my situation, don't do what I done, Do not do that. Just walk away or just leave that person. Or get some legal help, but do not kill your spouse, man. It's not worth it. Think about all the families you're going to hurt. not only your wife that you killed and destroyed, but think about yourself, think about your family, think about the community, think about everybody that loves you, man. It's not working to do what I done, Don't ever do what I done because what I done was wrong. I wish I could go back in time and change it, but I can't. I gotta live with this for the rest of my life. And I don't think you want to live with this for the rest of your life. You know what I done. Because it will never go away. This will haunt you for the rest of your life. So please, I'm asking you, whoever's in my situation, do not do what I done, man. Walk away, divorce the person, leave. But do not kill the other person, man. You can regret that for the rest of your life, man. Look at me, what happened to me. Look at my name and look what I done, Do not do what I done, I could just tell you that. Do not do what I done. Please, I'm asking you. Do not kill your spouse, man, because it's not worth it. It's not worth it, man. And I gotta live with this forever, man, until I die. So, please do not do what I done. That's all that I could say is do not do what I done. Well, I'm looking for a really good pen pal, to come into my life, I could get to know somebody, because I've been here for a long time, It does get kind of lonely being here, So I'm looking for some good pen pals to get on my tablet and start a friendship, and whatever happens after that, let it be. So if you would like to get to know me, out there, my name is Daniel Perez, and my CDC number is BB, 2 B's like in boy, 4234,